What's going on, everybody? It is your man Cleveland Terry, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Guess I'm moving on up in the world because, well, I always get emails all the time asking for me to review certain products, but typically I say no if it doesn't make sense for what I'm doing on my channel. Typically, that's what happens. I mean, somebody will say, oh, hey, review this LED light that has nothing to do with DJing, and I'll tell them, no, I can't do it, doesn't make any sense. Nobody's gonna wanna see that. But I did get a wireless mic company asked me to review their product, and this is a paid for sponsorship. Well, it's relative. They paid for the product that I'm reviewing, so they basically sent this product for me to review. No questions asked. I told them, hey, I will review it, I will tell you how I feel, I will give my honest opinion on it, and go from there. And they were fine with it. So I'm not getting paid anything after the fact. They just basically took care of the cost of the merchandise for me to review. This particular manufacturer is on Amazon. This is Phenyx Pro, and they specialize in microphones. So I'm always looking for a quality microphone, maybe that I could use for like a B microphone or for specific situations. And when they showed me this microphone system, it kind of drew my attention here. I had a couple different options to look at. They are all 4-channel microphone systems. So this particular wireless system retails for $190 on Amazon. There is a $15 sale coupon right now if you were to buy it right now. I don't know if it's going to be there by the time I release this video, but even when I looked at it in the beginning, that was there before, so this is kind of one of their little selling pieces. So what's great about this product? Construction of the box, it's a box, whatever. Let's open this thing up, let's take a look. Okay, now this is the receiver unit for the PTU-5000. It's a Phenyx, it's made by Phenyx Pro. Phenyx, this is the company, and as you can see here, you have multiple channels, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the channel audio volume pots, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the power switch. The box itself is actually really, really light, as most racks are, but this one feels exceptionally light. On the back side, you have your detachable antenna posts, you have a balanced output on all 4 channels, and then you have a mix out, which is actually really, really cool. So one of my issues I was concerned with before when they told me about this and I saw the balanced outputs was, well, I can do 4 channels in the mixer, but what happens if I just want to plug it into my normal 1-channel mic and then just have everybody adjusted on the pots and just have one master EQ? Sometimes that happens, especially if you're doing like a karaoke, maybe it's just an easy karaoke and you need a couple microphones. This right here, this would really do the job. And if you have one mix out, you just adjust for everybody, make it easy on yourself, and problem solved. And this one does have a mix out 1/4-inch output, which I will test at a later date. This is just the first impressions of the actual box. Okay, let's move this over here. We got your instructions, and like it, leave a review, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then you have your antennas, which are humongous. Humongous antennas. Probably unnecessary. And they are completely, no way. Okay, you have to screw them on. There's a lot of screwing taking place here. So if this did sit like underneath your GDJ-1000 rack, these antennas may be a little bit of a problem. I mean, this is probably 2 feet with the antennas here, at least 1.5 feet. That might be a problem underneath your board, just having these antennas all the way out. I mean, obviously you could slightly angle them up and maybe get around it, but that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Okay, there's that. All right, let's take a look at the microphones. In the box, we have lots of batteries, so thank you for actually adding in batteries. You have, I assume, okay, interesting. So they give you a 1/4-inch to headphone jack out with the adapter, and I assume, there we go. So we got your 1/4-inch right here with a master jack out if you want to go mini jack out. And then your power, which is pretty straightforward. Still a wall wart. It's a side wall wart though. Shouldn't be a problem. And then your power. I'm not quite sure what these are. I think these look like... What are these? Okay, they are microphone holders of some kind. And then the microphones themselves. Okay, so the microphones, they're actually quite heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you, they're quite heavy. They have a nice feel to them. They're not overly heavy. SLX microphone. It's actually heavier than my Beta 87. And it's longer too. As you can see there, it's a little longer. Let's take a look at the actual microphone. Okay, so this looks a lot like the Beta 58. Beta 58. They're virtually identical. Virtually identical across the board. So it looks like that's the design that they decided to take, is the Shure Beta 58. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't sound like the Beta 58 because the Beta 58 sounds like garbage, but we will see. There is a display, but from what I understand, the display doesn't really do much. It just kind of stays on. That was one of the things that people kept saying about it, was they wish the display had a little more information on it, which it does not. This is metal, by the way. This is actually a metal post. Like, you know, the Beta 57, 58 is plastic. This is metal, which would explain the weight on it. Okay, solid, goes in. Whew, that sound is gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Here's the switch down here. So the display gives you the frequency and the channel that's on it. And that's it. And from what I understand, there's no way... Well, I just hit the button and it did mute it out. People were saying there's no way to turn it off. Okay, so when you turn it off, I can still see the display. I hate looking in the manuals. No, I can't actually turn off the battery. Okay. We'll get back to that. God, I feel like an alien with these antennas. Okay. Here's something I want to mention to you for this particular model that they told me to review. Now, there are 4 microphones accessible on this receiver. They have dedicated frequencies. Unlike the Shure microphones, where maybe you have a frequency that operates, say, between 514 and 548, like the one I was showing you with my SLX box. That one has a frequency range of 514 to 548, which means that it can find the best possible range within there. So 514, maybe 518 is the best range. So it's going to bump itself to 518 to give you the cleanest signal. And the reason why they do this is because there's a lot of traffic in the spectrum. So this helps out find the best possible wireless setting for you. This particular model, and I say this particular model because they do have models above this that are a little more expensive that offer variable frequency ranges. This one does not. This is 4 microphones with 4 fixed frequencies, which means that this one right here operates on what, 514, 541. This one operates on 546. This one operates on 561, and this one operates on 568. There is no way to change the frequency of these. So if you are running into trouble with, say, 541, well, you can try the other microphone and maybe you'll have a better situation. but there's no way to change the frequency on this particular box. On the one that's above it, and I believe that one's probably about $100 more, it does have the variable frequencies. You can change the frequencies if need be. And I believe there's an auto frequency. But for somebody that's looking for something low cost and doesn't have an issue with frequencies wherever they are, well, this particular lower cost model might be better for you. I do like the multiple microphones. I don't know how they sound just yet, so we're gonna have to test those out, which we're gonna test out tomorrow to see what they sound like in the open world, not in a closed environment. So, so what would this be good for? Having multiple mics? Well, obviously if you have a band, or you have multiple speeches, or maybe multiple MCs, or a wedding with, multiple performers, well, something like this will come in handy. And I know that Shure does make one of these, so this isn't new technology. It's new technology in the respect that, well, it hasn't been done for this price. So we're gonna test these babies out this weekend and see what they sound like in the world. See what the distance is, see how far you can go, see if they sound relatively okay. I'm still gonna bring my other Shure microphone because I'm not an idiot. So I will run all of these through their own little mixing board, and then that way I can really test them out. And if something goes wrong, I can switch over to the Shure, because that would be silly to not bring both. Okay, just make sure this one works too. 2, 2, 2. All right, so all 4 of the microphones work. Now it's just a matter of testing them out. So we'll do that tomorrow. See you in a minute.